My Hero Academia came out when I was in 10th grade, which was 7 years ago. Everyone was talking about this. It was inescapable if you're part of the anime community. Fans were so in love with this show, they even threatened to murder the author for sexualizing these anime characters. It was that bad. Now apparently, it has gone to shit. I'm here like, what the hell's going on? This was the hottest thing back in the day. Now when you search it up on YouTube, these shit comes up. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest with you. Back when this came out, it already felt irrelevant. For me at least. Because back then, One Punch Man already came out, so I thought, do we really need another superhero movie? Like, in the same vein as these two? Because, honestly, I was getting tired of it. There's even The Flash on the CW that I was also addicted with. I remember thinking, can MHA even compete? Well, especially now that there's a plethora of superhero movies and shows coming out. But maybe that's a question for another day. Now, where did it all go wrong? For those who haven't watched MHA's first season in a hot minute, here's a little recap. The world has superheroes, they get quirks when they're kids, and each and every one of them is kind of different. Some are super strong, some are made of wood, and some have auto-aim. But the strongest of them all is All Might. He's very charismatic, and he said, then there's this quirkless kid who wants to be a superhero. But how can you be a superhero if you're quirkless? Great question. That's why he gets bullied by his childhood friend,
Fucking Voldemort.
whom he's secretly in love with. All Might saw potential on this kid after saving his childhood friend from this snot of a monster and gave his power one for all. So he trained and cleaned the beach, cause why not, till he's strong enough to inherit the one for all. Then he enrolled into the best superhero school, learned his body couldn't handle the power, and managed to still pass because plot armor, and the trouble continues. Let's start with the good, yeah? Back when I first watched this, I didn't like the idea that All Might was nerfed. He's not weak per se, but weakened. I remember thinking, what's the point of him being the symbol of peace when he's damaged and he's got a timer on his quirk? But I think that's exactly the point. Now that the man is not the hero we thought he is, there's this underlying danger that this world might be fragile and could break someday, which is a great planet. Thumbs up. I actually really like Bakugo in this season. I know he bullied your boy Deku, but at least he's got problems the story can work with. Honestly, if he's the main character of this story, it would still work. I kinda feel like I'm stating the obvious here. He's immature, insecure, and full of pride, but when it comes down to it, he's actually very talented. He improves on the spot. He's calm and collected when faced with a challenge, and when he loses, takes it like a man, and he's willing to learn from his mistakes. He has the same values as Deku. He's just loud and arrogant. Deku's only problem is he's weak and he can't use his powers properly. But he's already perfect. That's about it. He already has the qualities of being a hero. Like, come on bro. Can you have more character besides being a wimp? I genuinely do not understand why All Might gave his powers to Deku. I think it was in season 3 when they explained that there are other candidates. This is after watching and knowing what is ahead, of course. This scene, All Might said that he was moved by what Midoriya did, that he has the qualities of being a hero. This is the moment where All Might decided that he'll give one for all to this quirkless kid who has zero experience in using powers or whatever. So, that's it? That's it? That's all the thinking you need? I mean, I know what he did was courageous, but shouldn't you have like a board meeting with your advisors or something as to who you'll give your powers to? In episode 8, apparently only 4 people knows about this quirk. What? I get that you're trying to be discreet, but this feels like a very important decision, and you're just giving it away to a random kid on the street? All Might gave the one for all, the strongest quirk of them all, to one suicidal kid. In Attack on Titan, the author literally gave up an entire season just for the politics of all this. And you just gave it up on a whim. I don't know, it didn't sit right with me when I found this out later in the story. I'm not a Deku hater, trust me, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. With all that said, there's nothing wrong with this season really. It was hype and it introduces a lot of important characters. The only thing I didn't like was the one for all thing. But that problem only becomes apparent in the later seasons, so I can't blame it here. It was slow, I didn't rush the story, the final boss wasn't too crazy, and after rewatching you can tell that this season is laying down the foundation it needs to be able to start the story, but apparently it all goes downhill from here. And I hope they're all wrong. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye!